Part 7 for the haunt build process. Today we are going to be making a little monument for the grave watcher. She's going to be chilling right in here, and this is the beginning. And I got a question from one of you asking for like how you make pillars, and this is not a pillar necessarily, but it's very similar to how pillars are made. So this is basically just 2-inch foam, and we are currently cutting off pieces, and we are taking the foam and mending them together. We're using this stuff right here, and we're it's not caulk, but we're adhering the two things together, and then screwing them in and tightening it down. So that's basically how our pillars are made. This is just going to be like a 3-sided pillar instead of 4 sides. So I'm going to take you along on how we are constructing this, and hopefully in the end we have a pretty cool piece for the grave watcher. I know it's a big cut, but here is the whole thing basically completed, and we added a roof to it, and it's got its base. The base is completely hollow in there. We're gonna do 4 PVC pipes sticking on the bottom and then rebar in the ground. That's how this is gonna get held in, and she like barely fits, but she does fit, and it looks perfect. So it's completely hollow up there, and I'm thinking about adding some spotlights potentially on her. I'm not sure yet, and I want to add candles at the base here, so that's what I'm doing right now. I've got some candles that I still want to make, and I got this tube that could potentially make 2 candles, and I'm going to use this red spray paint to match the candles that she holds. So here we are back out in the front, and I've done some patchwork while I had the paint out. You can see these light gray patches. That was resealing because this stuff was falling off because I never actually gave it something to grip onto. So now I wire brushed those areas and repainted them, and I will come back and try to blend it in. The Reaper of Souls has his remote, and he was originally going to be on a timer, but I have an extra remote because this one's broken, and Amazon sent me a replacement and said I didn't have to return the broken one. So this one's only a 3 remote now instead of the 4 because one of them ain't working, but it's still better than not having it at all. So I'm figuring I'm going to use it for him, and that way he doesn't have to be on a timer. So he's on B.
May the demons of the underworld have mercy on your soul.
So pretty cool. I plan to get another sunlight or solar light and have it on that side just to make it cooler. And then we also have the haunted house banner up. It's got all the QR codes of fundraisers and all that stuff. So there it is. I think the colors really came out really nicely. I think the contrast is really good with the blue and the red there. So that's pretty good. Got an info box of flyers in it. And then here is the little monument for the grave watcher. Basically all complete, just needs paint. Now this is a base coat of gray. I plan to use some washes and darken it with some black spray paint. But here it is. Looks pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to add any wording to it or just leave it at that. I did add some little detail on the sides there. Nothing too crazy. I just had those lying around. It looks pretty good. It's still wet, so I'm not going to really put the grave watcher in it just yet. And then also, while we were working on that, decided to fix up this old tombstone. This thing was really beaten up when we first got it. Found it at a giant garage sale at a professional level haunted house. So we gave it a new paint job, added some foam. You probably can't even tell, but this is a repair job right here. This was all missing originally, and it looks pretty much like the other side, so it looks pretty good. And then we added the base to it. So overall looks pretty good, but then again, it will get another paint job and hopefully it looks good as new. And then I just wanted to show this guy off because he's so cool. You see he's really damaged. All this is peeling off. The plan is to leave it probably like this for Halloween, and we will figure it out after Halloween because there's just so many things to do. So he'll probably just stay like this. We'll probably do something about this. I don't know, duct tape it or something, because this is all trash, really. It was all melted together, really crazy. It was infused together, the two pieces. Had to take a putty knife and pry them apart, but the thing does work, which is awesome. So I know I filmed it earlier, but here it goes again. The power pack's huge. Yeah, his face is a little deformed. See the one in the mouth, too. But everything works on him, which is amazing. And his sensor's pretty good. It's just hiding right down there. You can see it right there. So he'll go great with the mad scientist. So here it is at night. I did some paint work to it. I added greens and browns. You can't really tell at night right now. And also spray painted it black. I still need to highlight it with some white or light gray, but right now it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks way better than the blandish gray color it was earlier. Here's the back, nothing too crazy. We cut off some of the overhang here so it looks less like a giant arrow, and I think it looks way better rounded off like that. Also have the candles in place. They aren't wired in just yet, but I do plan for that to be all like internal, so it just plug in and it's ready to go. And then the grave watcher is sitting right in there perfectly. She looks awesome. I think it'll be a great addition to the back cemetery. I would love to have it in the front, but she has to be in the back to like hide Mr. Dark kind of behind it, is what the idea is. But here she goes. She looks awesome with her lights and stuff. So that is going to be awesome when she is all ready to go in the haunted house. I want to put like a spotlight on the bottom. I think like a white spotlight to just shine up from the bottom, I think would be cool. And that could easily be wired in since the candles are there. So there's already going to be 12 volts being supplied. And she also has a dent. I probably said this already, but got to get that out of there. I did have to cut a back opening for her for, I don't remember the reason, but I did do that. So I should be able to pop that dent out fairly easily. But yeah, overall, very happy with it. I want to add maybe some more detail, but I'm not sure. Just looking at it right now, it'd be kind of cool to have like some hanging lights or like maybe a candle on both sides or something. Or maybe just like a floodlight. Not a floodlight, but just an accent light on both sides I think would be cool. Like coach lights maybe? Yeah, I think coach lights is what I'm thinking of here. I don't know, let me know, because the possibilities are basically endless right now, because I can do really whatever I want basically with this. So yeah, just let me know. But I think this is a pretty good start, and hopefully I finish it soon and it'll be in the graveyard looking awesome. So this thing is finally completed. I did take the time to add the candles and these little lamps that are up on top here, and I wired it all in, and it all just runs off of a simple 12 volt 1 amp adapter, which is just right here, and this is hardwired to it, so it doesn't like plug or anything, so it's part of it now. You could probably just unscrew it because there's like a harness in there that I screw all the wires to, but this is it, and it's staked in with 4 pieces of rebar, and it's got PVC pipe on it. So that's how that works. And I got the wires in here. I'm probably going to try and do a better job of hiding them. Maybe I'll paint them black. But even though it's going to be in the dark, so it might not even be seen. But these things I'm very happy with and how they came out. This is just like a hook, I think. You can get from like Home Depot or Menards. And then this is a piece of foam that was cut out using a circular drill bit piece. And then these are the reflectors used in like the cheap lawn solar panel lawn lamps. I just stole 2 from my mom's lights, and they work pretty well, and they actually refract the light really nicely. So this is where it's going to be sitting at, and I think it looks awesome right here. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm thinking this is where I'm going to stop for this year at least. Maybe next year I'll add some lettering or some detail, but I think this is good enough. And then the Grave Watcher will be here. So now let's cut to it at night with the Grave Watcher. So it's probably dark as heck right now, and that is because everything's off, but not anymore. So here is the mausoleum thing for the Grave Watcher. I'm really happy with how it turned out here. I love the candles. I love the little lamps right here with the old copper, and I just love the look of her. She looks really creepy. And I got this blue light, fire and ice light shining right on her. It sticks out from the background of everything else with the greens and the purples. We got the blue only on this part, and it looks really good and really brings your attention to it just for Hellspawn to jump out at you. So it's gonna be awesome, and it's perfect. I like that the candles are red instead of the normal white candles. They go with her. And here's the best part. Let's turn her on. So I'm very happy with how this turned out, and I think this is where I'm going to come to a close on this haunt build video. So once again, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.